When we talk about the Hayek and the left and the right at different stages, I often get confused because I could see Hayek taking on the state planners, the Oscar Lange, Leontiev's input-output system, saying the price system is a system of information. And you don't, as a planner, have anywhere near the information you need to allocate things properly. Then I roll forward and I see the rational expectations revolution, where people believe not only today but far into the future, yes, everybody has enough information to make optimal decisions for the allocation of resources. And I would think Hayek would be equally critical of what you might call false certainty or false structure in the case of the information that the socialists had, or in the case of the dynamic vision and clarity and perfect foresight.
It's absolutely true. Hayek started off with an economic argument against Keynes, but actually he soon gave up on that. And actually Hayek's economics don't really stand the test of electricity if you put them through them today. And even Milton Friedman, who you might imagine would be rather Hayekian, was very dismissive. And of course, even when Hayek tried to get a job in Chicago, in the University of Chicago, the economics department wouldn't have him. He had to work in the social studies department instead. So his economics are not necessarily a very good gauge about what he was saying, but not least because, as you say, he was almost nihilistic about it, because he said that it's the price mechanism which is all that we can possibly know. All we know is that people do come together on price, and it suits two sides when a price is fixed. So price is information, but that's it. You cannot then extrapolate beyond that, because every price changes from second to second, from day to day, from week to week. So you can't really construct a broad understanding of how economics works from it, which is interesting, but it's sort of unhelpful in a way. I mean, of course, we know that price mechanisms.
But it's a humble result.
It is a very humble result.
In the era of experts whose reputations have been tarnished, it is kind of a useful reminder that the humility, the scope, even Hayek's Nobel speech really talked about the modesty and lack of modesty of economists.
Exactly.
And,
it's a brilliant speech, actually.
Yes.
For the first time, very late in his life, he was recognized for having contributed something to general political economic thought. It was a prize in economics, but he said that he didn't deserve it. But then nor did anyone else deserve a prize in economics, because he thought that all economists, including him, were flawed. But particularly everyone else. And he said in this brilliant speech that economists had led the whole world a merry dance for decades, and that only through humility and understanding the limits of what economics can do for people would the world be able to right itself. And he said it would take a very, very long time. It's a wonderful thing for him to say. And it was his highest point, in a way, on the public stage, I think, when he showed himself to be wise enough to say, you know, all of this is guesswork, really.